Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I need to closer. Oh, hello. 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 That's too close. There we go. Something like that. Something like that. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those in chat, be careful. Blaidd had the COVIDs. But how is everybody doing aside from that? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yay. You say that. You say that. Next thing that happens, someone's going to have COVID. And we're going to look over at Laden Roses and be like, see? See? You can, in fact, get somebody sick through COVID, through chat. I should get a bigger brush. Welcome in, Solitaire. There is something to be said for sympathy sickness. There is something to be said for it. Like, it is a real thing. Be safe, Solitaire. Enjoy your night's rest. May your reset be amazing. Unsure. Last he was complaining that he was bored because he'd finished his high school stuff. So what were you trying to say that and you were pained this week or planned to work all week? Like there was mad overtime you're missing out on? Oh, you just said I has the COVID XX and banned from working this week according to my boss. Oh, banned. Banned is the word you said, not panned. Well, if it isn't Kittler, hello. What you up to? Send some our way. I got nothing but heat. You want more heat? I can give you more heat and you can handle. My office is currently 77 degrees. I was talking to a guy from our North Carolina office. He's like, yeah, the ACs here in North Carolina don't get below 80, or once the temperature gets above 90, they can't, they don't cycle apparently. It's like, really? That sucks. Ba, 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 ba. 77 Fahrenheit is beautiful when there's no humidity. When there's humidity, you get sweatities, and that is not enjoyable. Mm. Trying to get, trying to decide if I want to go into the office tomorrow and just hang out at the house again. How would you die from zero humidity? It's because you don't drink enough water, Mountain Dew Fairy. Drink water. Drink more water. Listen here, COVID. Roses, drink more water. It might help. Not Mountain Dew. Oh. I want to get to Z Black. Oh, nice and even. Well, Hellgrat's Aussie. So they have to boil the shit out of their water, or snake's going to come out and jump and bite them, probably. Man, COVID didn't want me the first time, and it still doesn't want me. All right. Every time this song speaks, I am seriously looking up, thinking that it was a text to speech. And I'm like looking up to see if it's somebody. I hope you feel better as well, Smithereen.
Attention. This is not a drill. Someone is indeed using text-to-speech. Please remain calm.
You like that, Kittler? It works. Thank you for the stretch. Oh. All right, we're gonna have to find a different playlist. This isn't going to work. If this playlist does not work out, we're finding a new one. That's my kind of day. ADHD music. Oh, really? What did you find? Just out of curiosity. I am always on the lookout for a brush, believe it or not. Oh. Are they some golden tacklons? Ah. Okay. If you feel comfortable and you're excited painting with them, that is all that matters. I do not know how many Amazon brushes I went through, but it was a lot. It depends. So Helgrat bought some synthetic brushes, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, Here comes Grumpy Crane Studio, looking for that dad joke. Two peanuts were walking down the street. One was salted. How you doing, Grumpy? Uh, Trying to find a new playlist because I need some energizing music. This first energizing music playlist for productivity is not cutting it right now. Trying to figure out how to get rid of a project at work. It's not going well, but I hope to be rid of it tomorrow. Oh yeah. You enjoy that medication. You worked hard all day. Getting your property all nice and cleaned up and pretty like. Oh yeah. Get out, Hitler. Get out. You can't. Don't shell. Don't shell me, bro. Man, we got everybody here tonight. We got Hellgrat hanging out. We got Grumpy Crane Studio hanging out. We got Laden Roses trying not to pass the COVIDs around. I mean, my day was busy too, but man, I feel like they're dragging right now. They feel like they're dragging right now in ways that I don't want them to be dragging. And we got Adeptus Drunkus. We got all the party people tonight. Well, I mean, we're all just relaxing. Sonic 3 with a bunch of kids. That sounds like a glorious day. And every one of them was super excited to be there to see it as well, I assume. That could be possible too. Yeah. I usually stopped abruptly around 8:30 because we have to make it over to Camaro's stream and for the weekly roundup that he does and hang out with our good friend there and see what he's working on because I think he's working on his Chimera um, French Musketeer. And we have Pukra. All right. Everyone, we have the Chaos Beans uniting. So, Free Movie Wednesdays is amazing. Like that concept is something that's long past, and I'm glad that they do it. I have a problem for this weekend because I need to go see Superman. Because my neighbor's like, "You're going to go see Superman, but you're not going to see Fantastic Four." I'm like, "I'm not going to see Fantastic Four. Your loops. Lupus. Get your lupus. Lupus. Get your lupus. Lupus." Uh, but I spent, because I mean, it's nice to have the movie theater to go to because it's cold and it's relaxing for the parents sometimes. I mean, I guess they could be. Yeah. Oh, it was nothing like when I was a kid or you were a kid when it came to different things for, children to be doing. Because it's almost like they got rid of summer camps in general and switched over to let's make sure there's an event for kids. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, it's like a really, like, it's really great to see communities and cities doing that to kind of build and bolster that sense of village Because I know the town I grew up in, if they tried to do something like that, Grumpy, we'd be playing the game. All right, who's the first meth addict to show up? Or there'd be safety concerns for the kids. So. All right. I need to let that dry for a second. My brain's percolate. I haven't posted him a whole lot yet, Grumpy. But this is number 2 for ReaperCon, possibly. I reworked his leg a little bit last night, and looking at it now, I think I'm a lot happier with how this non-metallic metal is working for my rider, and I want to leave this way just to have a variation of metals. Like looking at it now, I can see there's a definite difference between the two. Like this side, isn't as, it's not right yet. But this side, I think, is kind of where I want to be at with it. It gives a difference between metallic surfaces. I thought you might like the fact that I got the black tips going out there. I still need to get it glued up there, but I actually kind of like the way that the ivory worked out and the way that I got it in there. It's feeling pretty. Tomorrow, I think I'm going to work on finishing up this base, make sure it's all integrated and smooth, and give it a matte varnish. Call him done. I thought about looking for feedback, but I'm like, we're going to let it roll this time. We're going to let it roll this time. We're going to let it roll. Okay. Do I really want to dry brush, or do I really want to highlight all that by hand? Our only failure to succeed is the success that we limit ourselves on. Okay. I want some of this. I want some of this. I want some of this. Yeah. And then if I take this, I can keep highlighting it up. Yes, maybe. None. None whatsoever. A good automatic brush cleaner is going to be, if you wanted something, Helgrat, find one of these painting pucks. And what I got in the habit of doing many moons ago was getting in the habit of rinsing the brush every minute to 45 seconds. I have loved this brush cleaning. Well, mouth work. I don't know. That works. I've been enjoying this brush cleaning soap from Da Vinci. The second. Master Series has been good and served me for numbers of years. This is the olive oil soap from Chimera, which is kind of okay, I guess. It was making the brushes stiff, so I stopped using it. This stuff is great as well. Sometimes I will usually put a drop of it in my rinse water just to have it in there. And then, uh, so the green tea is a good, so that soap I heard is amazing. Uh, that stuff is great. This stuff has been functionally okay for me. But I've heard good things about the brush cleaner. Not so much their brushes, but the brush cleaner has been good. Their brushes I have a lot leave a lot to be desired sometimes. As a matter of fact, I put my Chronicle RPG brushes in my ReaperCon bag because Chronic Visit said he wanted to try out the sable, the quote unquote sable hairs. So if you get in the habit of rinsing them out every week, so this brush here is a synthetic, my Bombastic number 6. It's great for base coating. Um, but it's never going to hold a tip like it once did. But yeah, it's rinsing your brushes every minute, and then making sure that your jar is clean. I've gotten in the habit of rinsing out my jar every night just because I was using some of my Chimera arrowheads, and those brushes are stupid expensive. Um, but the Da Vinci's that I bought recently are holding up relatively well as well. All right, so let's wait. Blue. Go for it. That works. My first set of rinse cups were whatever plastic cup I could find at the time. Um, Actually, it was a teal bowl that I was using. Welcome back, Blaidd. Did you get water? Ah, now I'm going to feel jealous. I'm going to need a 2-jar system soon. Hello, sweetie. How are you? I was using plastic bowls that I bought for like $1. I used hard jars that I for a while. And then eventually I switched over to the paint cup puck. Yep. She's hanging out with us for a little bit. Enjoy. Be safe. Be the best dad there is. Yeah, I scheduled her vet appointment soon. So I'll have to trim her claws here in the near future. This is one system right here. I don't know if I could keep up with that. And paint water is not sipping water, Layton. You need physical water. H2O. No. Forbidden. There are a lot of posts that happen like that, Jay. Someone be like, yeah, I just poured myself a 12-year-old scotch and I just rinsed my brush out. That's 2 photos of like a brown painted cup. And they go, don't know which one's which. It's been some time. How's the chaos being of Pukra? Are there any epic adventures of you and Little Bean to tell? Of you and Bean? To be fair, if you can afford, miniature painting and scotch, and you can't tell the difference, you probably need to find a new hobby. Either one of them's drinking or painting Warhammer miniatures. I guess during our ad break, we know what we're doing. You're okay. Are you scared of my dry brush? Are you trying to mimic me? Is that what you're trying to do, sweet? I do not know what you're doing right now, my love. But making me question your intelligence is one of them. And you wonder why I made sure I taped down these cameras. I haven't seen No Mana. Well, I have, but I don't. I've seen him engaged in chat. Well, I have, but he was busy. He was the busiest. Be safe with that. Hey, he usually sleeps for about an hour or two a night, or an hour or two a day, or he sleeps in 1 to 2 hour intervals. I have a different black. It's not the right one. Why do I have these here? It's an intense violet. Sorry, everybody, I'm looking for something specific. Just in case I want you. Okay. Apparently, I do not have it in there anymore. Oh, there it is. Found it first try. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It's that thing you do in between resets of your day. You're okay. You're a-okay. That's not gonna work. You're okay? We have 4 minutes until ads. Please hold. Ba-da-ba-da-da. Mhm. What's up? We'll try this one for a little bit then. Whatever, YouTube. Mm. Mm. What you doing? You okay? Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Seem kind of done with it. Ba-ba-bum-bum. Okay, you seem done. Ba-da-ba-bum. Uh, yes. It's to keep her from climbing up on the shelves, primarily. So she was doing something similar. So I put that up so she could not do the same thing. Um, it was my effort in trying to get her to chill the F out just a smidge. Oh, there's been times she's gotten on my desk, stared me straight in the eye, and said, "Excuse me, uh, human, I am going to play with your brush box." I'm like, "Excuse me, you will not play with my brush box." She goes, "But I'm going to play with your brush box." I'm like, "You're not going to play with the brush box." She goes, "About that." I'm like, "Okay." She's kind of learned not to mess with my brushes. So I went to the Walmart one day, acquired me the cheapest, clearest shower curtain I could, and put double-sided tape with Velcro on it and stuck it up there. And it has deterred her very well. No, I'm not playing this game all night. So this side, we really haven't done any black lining, but on this side we have. I feel like I need to continue down what I'm doing. So she has stolen stuff, um, knocked stuff off, and ended up breaking a couple of miniatures. And I think she heard how upset I was at something and kind of decided, oh, I won't do that again. Sweetie, I'm not in the mood. Down. Down. All the way. Come on. Down. I'm trying to do things. You got your attention all day. Mm. Catra doesn't mind being picked up and held. It's just, excuse me. All right. I'm going to be right back in a couple of seconds. Everything is on a cat's term, no matter what. So this works a little bit better. I mean, Cachero has a way of saying no bite to me and will randomly snap at me to give me love bites, but I'm like, no, don't do it that way. Da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da. Um, so it's Grimdark Speed Wash or Speed Paint from Army Painter. I did squeeze out a little bit of something else. I want to do something first. So essentially, I don't want to flood the entire thing and then stain it all because I kind of like my bluish white cloak that's going on. Um, but I don't want it to be like if you just wash it, you have to re-dry brush it, and then you're kind of like in this back and forth state of uh adjust, dry brush, mid-tone, and like you can't kind of keep going back and forth, and it's so I don't care for it all that often. Um, so what I'll do is I'll actually draw thin the wash or the speed paint down quite a bit using either speed paint medium or water. And then to remind myself that brush control exists, run it in between the cracks and line all of it. So we've kind of done the back of the cloak a little bit, but the front doesn't have the same kind of definition. Like you can kind of see how it's flat through here and on the side, but on the back it's a little bit more depthy. So when I do fur, it's not my biggest fan. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I thought about doing each strand individually, but then I was like, that's even for me, that's getting a little crazy. But running paint into lines, it's my jam. So one of them was Army Painter, and one of them was a scale 75 instant. When you do it with the brush, make sure you're rinsing it out twice as often, though. Aha! Welcome in, Darth Rosie! Shouldn't you be getting uh, some Blood Angels ready? Haha, I remembered. Be careful, Jay. Darth Rosie's here. But thank you for that alert, Darth Rosie. Da-da-da. Why do we do that metal anyway? Don't like it. Lurky, worky, dirky, worker, jerker, worker, butter. That's an Australian saying right there. Welcome in, yeah. Now we just need Rachin to show up. Ba-da, na, na, na. Mm. What? What's up, Jay? Oh, I just realized I forgot I need to do something. Jay, was Spieling on today? He was. I need to make sure I keep my watch streak alive. Very important for me. It's okay. I thought she was live and I missed the notification. So I wanted to keep my watch streak alive with her stream. Seeing Yab reminded me of that. Ba-da, ba-da. You remember? Burp, 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 burp. Burp, 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 burp. Burp, 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 burp. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Kind of digging it. Quite digging it. So now, we're going to take our normal brush. We're going to take our dark. Take the brand new. Hmm. Oops. Ba-na-na-na-na. Is this playlist better, Layden? It just became amazing. Come on, Jay, where you at? Where you at? Where you at, Jay? Come on. No, you missed no question. I was being audaciously audacious to myself. How you doing tonight, Yab? Yay! Congratulations on making your huge steps towards retirement. It is an important goal. Is there a frickin' thunderstorm about to roll through? 1 second. Oh, son of a biscuit. We might get a storm. I'll be honest with you, yeah. Made my grind a lot easier. Made my grind a lot easier when I decided to say, no, I'm done. Mhm. Ba-da-na-na-na. And Elden Ring tonight. It'll be fun, you said. Be easy, you said. You need a break from black for a while. Paints in almost all black. Ow! She's a brick. Funky music, boy. That funky music, man. Welcome in, Raging. How you doing, sweetheart? That funky music, wild boy. You like my White Wolf gray weird cloak magic pattern that he's got? God. I told myself, I'm like, you really need a break from black and white. You should be painting something colorful. Paints black and paints white. Well, I'm using blue, but you know. Essentially, that's what my brain did. It's like, nah, man, we're going to use white and black instead. I'm like, son of a biscuit. Bamboozled again. How are things for tomorrow, Region? Mm-hmm. Music, wild boy. Play the funky music, wild boy. Okayish day. Excellent, mate. I take okayish. My day ended with me talking to somebody that I didn't want to talk to. And then got sidetracked talking to a sidetrack of a sidetrack, and it's like nobody cares. And then went for a long 30-minute walk outside and survived the heat, so. What do you mean? What do you mean? So I went for a walk after work because I usually go for a walk after work because it's simpler. Um, Problem is the world's on fire right now. I've seen something similar to that. I'm kind of picking it up, Layden. I could see Catcher in that, but you just you messaged the group and said I have COVID. I'm like, I don't want COVID. Um, but the end of my day usually sometimes can be stressful. So I tend to go for walks after work to clear my brain just a smidge. I had me some leftover smoked brisket with some air fried green beans. I did determine that these green beans do not air fry well when they're the Greenwise organic ones. 10 out of 10 would not recommend air frying them. Well, air frying them at what I did. I think I need to turn it down a little bit. But green beans are always tasty when you can air fry them. I'm really just deciding if I want to go into the office tomorrow or not. So, our the bathroom on our floor is supposed to be corrected. So all right, Raging. How's he looking? That's a black dog right there. Maybe not the perfect black dog. Mm. Mmm. Water is so delicious.